So, Fiji for me was that place where I really sort of cut my teeth on implementing a change. Because before we really arrived there, everything was just in concept. Back in 2014, I had launched this closed-looped apparel line. The intention was to stop 40,000 pounds of beverage containers from becoming litter with every 10,000 units that we made. Then for all of the end-of-life plastics, we could gasify those into alternative fuels and effectively stop or reduce fuel imports and waste exports out of these developing countries. With this trip coming into Fiji, the main goal was I really wanted to assess what we could find on an uninhabited remote shoreline. And sadly for us, as we were leaving Tonga, an underwater volcano went off. So when we got there, we were just sifting through piles and piles of this pumice. So the reason why I want to hit these remote and uninhabited islands is that's where I see the hole in the market. I mean, national infrastructure and waste management, it's simply not our department.
I had never been anywhere in the South Pacific, so I didn't know what to expect at all. I think you kind of look at the travel brochures and you see these beautiful beaches and palm trees and those sorts of things that you see on television. But I knew that going down there for work, it would probably be different and you get to see sort of behind the scenes more than what just an average tourist might experience. I think there's definitely valuable to have boots on the ground, so people who are living there and are part of the community and can see the issues day after day. It's hard to know what solutions work and what solutions don't when you're not in those communities.
Somebody lost their left flip-flop. And all of these, the turtles get tangled up in.
That's why it's great to sit down with someone like Captain Jonathan Smith, because he's so integrated and is basically like the unofficial captain of the country. Through my time in Fiji, I ran into all these big NGOs and, they're working on policy and hosting conferences on what could happen. I just feel that our opportunity is that we can focus on where they can't get to. We can provide them with the tools to succeed, show them what is possible, but then it's time for us to move on and extract as much marine litter as we can off all the islands in between. So I feel our opportunity is best used with hitting these remote and uninhabited shorelines, extracting this marine litter, and truly engaging in circular economy solutions to ensure that this waste doesn't end up just in a landfill or back in our waterways.
The Fijians are very community-based. They're very communal, and they respect their elders and things like that. So when an elder says something, people listen. So that's what we need to do, is get the elders on board to make them understand the danger, the problems, just trying to get the world back to what they had when they were kids.
So the first job that we had in Fiji when we stopped there in 2014 was actually building this education program. John hit the nail right on the head. We built a 40-page educational program that was set for curriculum. The only problem was our time expired before it really got there. I mean, how do you retrain multi-generations on waste management and what should be happening in their backyard? So I feel with Plastic Oceans, if we can just empower these people as we go through these different places and hit the remote shores on the way in between, that's probably where we can make the most direct impact. Tell their story and assess what the next best step is for them, empower them, and move on.